The world's biggest 12-inch subwoofer is back for redemption in today's video. This time we're really gonna see what this guy can do. That is right, guys. In today's video, we have the EM Audio Super Team 12. This is, of course, their flagship 12-inch sub. We're talking weighs over 150 pounds, huge American-made 4-inch coil, 7,500 watts RMS. So excited to see what this guy can do. I have a full video going over this guy from last year, so y'all go check that out if you want the full details. But real quick, just so y'all can see, of course, got that carbon fiber, big mega roll surround, cast aluminum baskets. We have that massive PE coil in there. 4-inch diameter, 4-inch wind height. We have this just ridiculous motor over here. That has a bigger diameter than the sub itself, so you have to reverse mount this guy. Now, what's new for this year, we have a updated spider pack. Last year, when we had this thing, guys, we did a full review on it. The sub did really, really well. Just absolute madness. That being said, we put over 11,000 watts through it. Ended up pulling up one side of the spider, which ended up shorting out the amp. Well, guys, I think we popped the amp. It actually started to pop off this bottom part of the spider. We fixed it. We then put it in my Sequoia. Got the loudest score I've ever got out of a 12-inch sub, but we ended up tearing up the spider again. Got my handy little bass knob. Oh no! That being said, guys, we got the highest score we've ever got with a single 12-inch sub, 146.9. That is crazy. Anyway, gave this thing back to EM Audio. They put a brand new spider on it, and then they went in their warehouse. They broke it in there just to make sure that everything was good. They said they feel like I should be able to throw anything I want to at the sub. There's no way anything can happen to it. So we're going to put that to the test. We're going to be loading this thing up in my truck, going to verify it works, see how it sounds. Then we're going to run some dB test on this guy, really see what this thing can do. Now, real quick, guys, I couldn't do what I do on here without the huge help of my main sponsor on the channel. That is, of course, Alfred Audio. So real quick word from them, then we'll get back to the video. Man, this is a cool little speaker. I can't wait to test this thing out. Oh, man. Guys, if you want to actually get loud, have some great quality bass, you need to check out Alfred Audio. They have a ton of awesome subs. They've got some great beginner, more budget-friendly options like this Machete Fight S. Or if you want a big boy, we got the big old Apocalypse. Big fella over here. They also make tons of amps. Tons of incredible high-quality speakers. Everything I've tested out so far has been some of my favorite stuff and has just blown me away with how good it sounds and how well it performs. So much so, in my last really big build that I did, I ran all their equipment. I ran the batteries, I ran their subs, I ran one of their massive 20K amps, and I was so pleased with it, and everybody that heard it was so pleased with it too. It literally just blew people away. Okay, a blue hair, not quite people. But hey, I was just going for blowing around some hair, so that works out. If you want to check out some awesome gear from them, alfredaudio.us. Link will be in the description below. Thank you guys so much. Let's get back to the video. Now, I gotta say, really excited. Patrick from Smashy Designs is gonna be coming up, gonna be helping me load up this thing. He also knows way more about dB scores and all that. So we're gonna try to see what kind of score we can get in the truck. Should be a ton of fun. Also, guys, since we were hooking up the sub, we're gonna be pushing a ton of power to it. We want a way to be able to kind of monitor that heat in the sub and in the amp as well. So the guys over at Nilo Media sent me one of these guys. We've got a temperature sensor for the sub, temperature sensor for the amp. That all plugs into this guy. You then got this wireless fella over here. It's a magnet. That's pretty cool. This is our little screen so we can monitor everything. You can have this set up, screwed down. You can carry this around and hold it. Really neat. Really excited to test this thing out. Now, guys, EM Audio and Nilo Media are both American companies. They both make and assemble everything here in America. That is awesome. If you want to go check out some of their awesome hand-built stuff, I'll have links to both the companies in the description below. Go check that out. All right, we got Patrick over here from Smashly Designs. He's also good friends with the owner of EM Audio, so he's going to be helping me load up this beast of a sub. And he knows all about doing all the dB tests, so we're going to see how loud we can get it. Patrick's a pretty strong, pretty big guy. Definitely bigger and stronger than me. Patrick is a beast. He pretty much lifted that thing up above his head by himself. Right up to here. Woo. This thing is heavy, guys. We got this thing in here, flipped over. What a pain. Of course, inverted. Got to run all these bolts in here, got to hand do them, so I guess let's get that. We got everything hooked up. Tell us what's going on here, Patrick.
So we just put in the temperature sensors on the sub, and we got one also back here for the amp, so it's gonna let us know how hot the amp's getting or how hot that coil on that sub's getting.
Yeah.
That way you don't blow your sub up.
So that guy mounts right there. Read the coil. Got the little box right here. You can see it's flashing red, so we're on there. And then right here we got SP1 for the speaker, AM1 for the amp, and it tells us our volts. So pretty cool unit. Been staying right about 100 to 110 degrees the entire time for the sub, which is awesome. Staying nice and cool. Like this motor up here is actually the metal piece is actually cold. So far so good, guys. All right, time to do the dB tests. Starting out, we got the meter up here on the glass. So we're talking, I think we're gonna start out at 35 hertz, see what it does, and then adjust from there. And then what are we gonna do as far as the door, Patrick? And what are some ways that people can gain some extra scores?
I mean, we could open the door. I mean, we could open the glove box. We can even open that or push that back, move the seats up and down.
Gotcha.
Just try that, see what it gains.
I've noticed the biggest thing is normally just opening the door.
Open the door, yeah.
So normally, do you want to open? So we have the port facing that way.
Yeah.
So the port's on that side. Meter's on the opposite side. We then open the door on the same side as the port.
Yeah.
Opposite side. Basically, you want to open the door opposite side of where your meter is. Correct.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna see what happens. All right, let's see at 35. Okay, we got a 139 there at 45 hertz. Now we're gonna try opening the door, kind of see what gains we get from that. Okay, so just by doing that, we gained like 3 decibels, so pretty cool. All right, we're gonna try 40 hertz, see what that does. That was with the door closed. Opening the door, 40 hertz. All right, it seems like 35 hertz seems like a pretty good place to go from. So we're gonna turn it up a little bit, have the door open, try it again. Woo! 143.1. Guys, we were at 8,302 watts. All right, we're gonna try 37 hertz. 144, guys, on the glass. We're still sitting at about 110, so sub is doing good. Next, we're gonna try 38 hertz. See what we get there. Look at that, y'all. That was 7,700 watts. We're gonna try 39 hertz. And we got a 144. So far, 38 hertz seems to be the best. Doing pretty good. So we've had it on the glass. We're gonna try in the kick just to see if there's any difference, if having it in the kick really, you know, improves the score or not. A little bit, guys. Got a 145, and that was at 7,395 watts. We're heating her up a little bit, but that is okay, not bad. We're gonna try 40 hertz in the kick. $144.1. So we're gonna try 32 hertz just for the heck of it, see what that does. So it didn't like that quite as much. Only got a 140.6, but hey, worth a shot. Also, guys, this thing is so handy. You can see it really heated it up on that little run. That's pretty cool. So what's kind of neat about these amps, guys, these the Bass Smart Series, they cut out when they start to clip. So it's not really letting us get above where it's gonna clip at. So we probably could get a better score if we had, you know, a bigger amp in here. But for what we got, we're doing pretty good. Okay, so last time, of course, when we did this, the spider tore out. So they got a new spider on here. Patrick can tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so these are the new, they're new tan progressive spiders. They're a lot better than the older ones. They're a lot stiffer, and they're not going to tear like the last one did.
You were saying they have like probably a bigger rolls.
Yeah,
on
there's
them.
there's bigger rolls on the spider. It allows more X-Max.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because that was the problem last time. Put too much power to it, just overextended it, and it started to pull that spider up. Next up, we're gonna do a little durability test on the sub. We're just gonna play some music, try to heat that coil up to about 150 degrees. Since we got this cool meter over here, should be sweet. Let's see what it can do. Getting her hot though. Look at that. Woo! Smelling a little bit. Oh, 173. Woo! She is cooking. We were just talking about how cool this meter thing is, guys. This thing is really, really neat. And Patrick thinks that the owner of it could make like custom brackets. So if this little guy, you know, didn't fit your sub, he could probably make something. It's just 3D printed. He could probably make something that would fit, but this thing is really cool. Anyway, we're gonna play it hard again for another song and see what it takes. Y'all, that was an entire song. We were pushing it, kept it above 3,000. Wait, went up to almost 10,000 watts. And the sub got well above 200 degrees.
It's cooling down.
As you can see there, look at that. We're still sitting at 192. It's cooling down though. Oh my goodness. The amount of power that this thing can take is just crazy. Got to give a huge props to this tar amps over here. We have this guy wired to 0.25 ohms. Everybody says you can't run a tar amps below an ohm. Guys, yes you can, especially these new Smart 8 base series amps. They're incredible. And you saw on this guy, we got up to almost 9,500 watts there. That's crazy. So this is our first time using this little guy over here. What do you think about it, Patrick?
I'm impressed with it. I mean, it's accurate. I mean, you can see right here voltage 12.9, 13, pretty much the same. But yeah, I mean, it's awesome to know that how hot you're getting your subs or how hot you're getting your amp. That way, I mean, you don't blow them.
Exactly. I'm gonna use this when I hook up the big system back in my Sequoia for the next show. Definitely gonna hook this up to one of the subs just so we can kind of monitor it, you know, during the whole day while I'm demoing. I think that'll be super, super interesting. I don't know what else to do to this sub, guys. I think it's proved what it can take here, so pretty stoked on it. Hey, we got a decent score. I think if we had more power, we definitely could have got higher. Again, we were limited to about 7,000 watts just because of the amp. Hey, it still did really good. Still got a 145 on the glass, which is pretty impressive. Huge shout out to Patrick for coming up, helping me out. Y'all, he knows way more than me when it comes to all this stuff, and he has taught me a lot and just been a huge help these past couple years. So thank you so much to him. Thank you so much for coming out here and helping with this video. Really, really appreciate it. Also, he's very strong, so stronger than me, so I didn't really want to lift this stupid sub up.
I got about 100 pounds on you.
Yeah, probably. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you want me to do next, but that's it for today. Remember, as always, guys, keep basing on. Out just to check. Y'all, that spider is nice and loose, but it is good all the way around. Nothing came loose this time. Okay. All right. Be careful.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
Do you think you got it?
Yeah.
All right. You're good.
This is going to be fun.
I could not have done that.
That is heavy as heck.
That is ridiculous.
Let's go take it to the